Java, the basic tutorial for to learn Java with practical demonstration, and we have to continue the OOPS concept in the last part number 3. The previous sessions I explained about what is class, what is object, what is encapsulation, and also inheritance, the types of inheritance like single, multiple, hierarchical and multi-level inheritance and so on. Today we continue the OOPS in Java, the few concepts what are left in the last I told you, that is we have to see today the topics we are going to see with the practical demonstration and the real-time examples. The topic today we are going to see the what is polymorphism and the types of polymorphism, where you have a static and dynamic, and also abstract class and methods at class interfaces in Java, or interfaces in Java, the role of interface in Java, like that. Let's go tutorial. First, what is my polymorphism? Polymorphism nothing but is an object-oriented programming feature that allows us to perform a single action in different ways. And also repeat again, it's you can remember easily, allows us to perform a single action in different ways. So types of polymorphism, the two is there. One is called static polymorphism, another one is the dynamic polymorphism. Static, or another name is called compile time polymorphism, or you can say method overloading. These are other names of static polymorphism. Other name I am saying again, either you can say compile time polymorphism or you can say method overloading. Say here static polymorphism, what here means it's resolved during compiler time. Polymorphism that is resolved during compiler time is known as static polymorphism. And also method overloading can be considered as static polymorphism, example like that. This method overloading, okay, this allows us to have more than one methods with the same name in a class that differs in signature. So just now I told you, so there will be one action, but different ways we can call and execute different operations like that. Let's go for examples. First is go for if you are going abstract class and methods. For going another one is dynamic polymorphism. What is dynamic polymorphism? It is also known as dynamic method dispatch. Here is a process in which a call to an overwritten method is solved at runtime, rather that's why it is called runtime polymorphism. Remember, so another name of dynamic polymorphism is dynamic method dispatch, or you can say runtime polymorphism. So it's a process in which a call to an overwritten method is resolved at runtime, rather that's why it is called runtime polymorphism. So let's go for example, you can clearly understand. Let's go for the example for the polymorphism and types of polymorphism. So you have one program called a program demonstrate polymorphism. So I am going to write a program called public class sum. It's a remember, it's a sum is the one single action where multiple forms. So sum is the one I am going to call many times in the different ways in the program and execute the task. So here I have a program called class sum. I am going to overload the sum now, that is public int sum of int x comma int y and return x plus y. So when I try to give the parameter values, it will add x value and y value and print return the answer of x plus y. Similarly, another one I am going to give 3 parameters, that is public int sum of int x comma int y int z. So return x plus y plus z. So when you try to give value of x, y, z, it will add and return the answer. Similarly, I am again calling the same number, same with another parameters, 2 parameters, that is the data type of double, that is public double sum of double x comma double y and return x plus y. So you know double data type everything in the Java, previously I explained. So return x plus y. And now driver code, where I am going to complete the program and going to create task public static void main of string arguments of. Then I am going to give the object creation sum s equal new sum of, then system dot out dot println of s dot sum of 10 comma 20. So whenever give the values s dot sum object creation successfully and give values 10 comma 20, it will go the first one, where in the program first sum what is that int x comma y. So it will take x value 10 and y value 20. So again we are giving system dot out dot println of s dot sum of 10 comma 20 comma 30. So it could a second overload some part where we can go, where given the integer value x plus y plus z. So take x value 10, y value 20 and z value 30. So at last we try to print the 30 here, and here addition of these 3 numbers 60. At last one more is a system dot out dot println of s dot sum of 10.5 comma 20.5. This is the double, where double x value is 10.5 and double y value is 20.5. So return x plus y. So we need to give it, take x values and print the answer of 30.5 like that. Let's go for execution. So I already have online compiler. To time save, I'm doing online compilation here. Just copy paste. So just we are using the same name for different ways or different actions. So how many number of times I successfully executed? So how many times you want to call, you can call. How many times you want to do. If you want to change runtime, you can change the variables here. So this is general polymorphism program. So where sum is the one, I am calling many times with 2 parameter, 3 parameter, and I am calling with the another data type called double x comma y. So when I got double x comma y, printing the exact value 31.0 here. So first you got what is it, 10 value, 20, 30, and next you got 60, and so on, last got 31.0. So like that you can execute the polymorphism program. Go for next one. Next we go for the next program, that is static polymorphism or complementary polymorphism, or another name is overloading. So here I have a program, simple program, where I am going to program name class I'm going to give display overloading. There I am giving public void display of character C and system.out.println of C. Then I'm going to write the program continuation, public void display. See, same name I'm using, this DASP of display character C comma int num, and system.out.println of C plus and so on, open into comma plus num. Then I am going to complete the program where I am giving public class example overloading, where I am giving public static void my as you know, and display overloading object is called, I am creating the object new display overloading of, then object display of A, and another object giving display of A comma 10. So here what happens, so when you character C, the character what is the A value passed to the character C. So it will print A, first time it go and print the A, first time calling no with the overloading function. Second time what is there, again you take the A value, that is the character value is A, and number what I come 10. So at last it will print the A and A comma 10 like that. Let us go for execution. So same name used for DSP is for different actions and different ways. So just try to execute. So like that, if you want to extend one more class also, you can try it if you want. Just execute. Yeah, successfully executed. So display character, because the character value is giving here passing parameters A. Next time also character C, the value of character C is here A, and also number, any number value is 10. So it printing the answer. We have executed successfully the program. Then dynamic polymorphism. So dynamic polymorphism, what happens means, here a small program where we are extending, already one base class is there, we are extending with the base class. So here class, for example, I have a program called class animal, where I am giving public, I am writing the program public void animal sound of, then system.out.println of default sound. If you are not giving any value, it go and print default sound. Then I am continuing public class doc extends animal, then public void animal sound of, then system.out.println of woof. So you know the animal sound of woof like that. Class I am extending the program public static void and conclude it with the help of, I am going to create the object animal obj, object is called new doc of, then object dot animal sound of. So just I am doing the runtime or dynamic polymorphism. So what will happen means, when I try to execute the program, we are extending the public class doc with the help of class base class. So it will try to print the word called woof here, because if you are not giving any value here, it is a default sound. Otherwise, when I go sound, the value is object value passing here, animal sound is what? That is woof. Let's go for execution. Copy, paste. So easy and simple Java. So if you are strong in OOPS concept, very difficult, very easy to get a job in IT sector very easily. Be strong in the fundamentals, or when you go for any government or any exams. Yes, successfully executed. So we are the program showing the output as a woof. Finally executed the program successfully. So like that you can use the dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. Let's continue here. So dynamic polymorphism you have idea now. Next we go abstract class and methods. Here when you go for abstract class method, first you remember about the abstract method. There will be rules and regulation. That is, abstract method means a method that is declared but not defined. Remember, A method is a method but not declared, it's declared but not defined, and also only method signature is nobody, and also declared using the abstract keyword, remember. And also example, you can say how can you use abstract method means abstract public void play instrument of. This is an example you can give what are the function or action want, you can give it here. And also abstract class, an abstract class outlines the methods but not necessarily implement all the methods. Remember, abstract class is more nothing, is somewhat similar to the blueprint of a class objects, or you can say similar to class. It outlines the methods but not necessarily implements all the methods. So what are the, suppose you have 4 methods in the program, the abstract class may help you to implement at least 2, not all the methods, is not compulsory. And also the syntax is example, you can say abstract class A is there, and I am going to base on syntax, you can write abstract void my method of, then void another method of, and so on. That's something. So I am extending, listen, basic class is there, that is abstract class A, I am extending the method void method, another method called void another method. So whenever try to implement the abstract class, not necessary to call all the methods. It may respond for some methods, it may not respond for some methods. So before going interface, go for the small example in the abstract class and method. Yes, we have one example here, very small program. So assume that I have a program called for class, the relationship of college teacher and subject lecturer. So I have a program, I am writing the program with abstract keyword abstract class teacher, and a method I am going to use public abstract void job of. Then I am giving public, I am going to write the program, continue that public class college extends teacher. So the base class I am extending in this part, in this area abstract method I am extending, and also I am giving public void job of, then I want to print system.out.println of teaching. And also I am going to conclude with the object creation, that is public static void main string arguments of, then teacher object I am creating obj object is called new college of, then object.job of, and close the brackets. So common statement. So what will happen when you try to execute the program? Here we have a class teacher, we have a method called void job. Okay, so and also another method extend with the college extend with the teacher, and what is the void job value we are giving teaching. So whenever try to execute the program, the values of the object parameters passing here. So what is the value in the job, that is teaching will be forward to this object constructor. So automatically print the values called college as well as the teaching. Let's cover execution and check it. So simple and easy. Don't bother syntax. If you have concept nicely, you can execute very easily. Understanding is important. Yeah, the program is successfully executed. We are printing the value college and the teaching. The job what I given here, passing the values, it going to print the job is what, teaching. So it printing the college and teaching successfully. Let's cover last one here, interfaces in Java. Okay. So in the previous class I told you interfaces, whenever go for multi-level inheritance, it not directly supported by Java, but there should be need of interfaces in Java like that. Y means ambiguity problem. To avoid ambiguity problem, we have to catch and get the help of interface in Java. Now go interface in Java. What is interface? It's a blueprint of you can say directly. It's a blueprint of a class which can be declared by using interface keyword. Remember, and also it can contain only constants and abstract methods also. Syntax. What is the syntax for interfaces? Can write class name, extends superclass, implements interface to, and so on. Remember, class name is there, and extends superclass, and also implements interface to, like that. So I will tell you base class, and you can say another name superclass, derived class, another name of this one. So let's go for example. You can understand clearly. We have 2 examples, easy to understand. Okay, example 1. We have a program called interface where printable is there. So I have an interface called printable, and I want to print. So I am going to give the function called void printf. Then I am closing, and again I have one more class called the public class A6, and also implement the printable method here. Interface. Sorry, implementing and extending the printable here. So I am writing public void printf system.out.println of hello, like that. And again I am going to complete the program with the object constructor. So public static void main string arguments of, then A6 object I am creating new A6 of, then object at printf. So as you know, we remember we have interface, and interface extended in the public class A6. So whenever try to execute the program, what will happen? it will try to print the EAX value and also the print value. What the print value in the program? Hello. Mostly try to print the word called hello at least. So simple and easy interfaces. So any data, if your data, if your idea and about the concept, you can implement it. Student record or any bank information, anything. Just try to execute here. Yeah, it's successfully printing A6 and hello here. A6 also and hello here. So remember here, due to compilation, online compilation, I just kept a public class here. Based on a compiler, you may avoid this public here, public keyword. If you want, you can give, otherwise not required. Let's go for last example. So another interface to clear get idea about the interface. So here another program called, there will be a bank database where I want to print the rate of interest. Assume that I have a bank called X and Y, X bank and Y bank. So first I am creating the interface bank and I have to print a float value. Rate of interest means, so float rate of interest function. Then I am going to have a class called X bank. So class X implements bank, that is a interface bank interface implementation. Then I am going to give the function called a public float rate of interest, and next line you have to return 9.15 float, like that. Then another bank called class Y bank where implements again bank interface, and also I am going to give the function public float rate of interest, then return 9.7 float, like that. At last I am going to complete the program with the class public class interface test interface 2 where I am going to give the function public static void main, as you know is fundamental in Java. Then I am going to create the object, that is bank B is called new x of, and also system.out.println of ROI rate of interest plus B dot rate of interest. So I am going to just print the only the interface class A X value. So whenever try to give these parameters, so new x of is there, no? So it will go and print the x value one time, and also rate of interest of x bank. What is the x bank rate of interest? That is 9.15 float. That is for execution. So if you want, you can extend the program anytime with the interface and extend this test interface as much you want. That's for execution. So I want to print the x bank. Assume that x bank and y bank. The x banks, what is the interest rate? I want to print it. So let's go to try to execute the program here. Yeah, successfully executed. So it is going to print the keyword called test interface 2 as well as rate of interest of x bank is 9.15. What are the user we are giving the value, it go and print. So runtime whenever you want, you can go and change, and again repeating here also I added the keyword called public float. Sorry, here. Yeah, public, the keyword added because of compilation. If you want, you can add, or else based on online or your Java JDK. If you don't want, you can skip it whenever you get error. Okay, these are things you have to remember about the interfaces. So entire course we discuss about the what is class, what is object, encapsulation, abstraction, yeah, encapsulation clearly, types of inheritance, and interfaces, abstract class and methods, and everything. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my thank you for watching this. Please subscribe and come on in the Hostbox CH channel and share with your friends, and come on, please always stay tuned and connect with the social media network like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn.